Kapla Warriors, today is a good day for ice cream cake. I got to have some ice cream cake today and it was very delicious. It was not vegan, it was a treat.
Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat.
That was really good. So, oh my goodness, I'm adjusting to the time change. It's a very quick, sorry. So like, I got in on Thursday and that was the time change. And then I got a time change again. So, my body is like, what is happening? Why is the sun so weird? I had a crazy freaking flight. It was the worst. Cause I got on my flight and then I was taking one big flight and then a short connecting flight. I did my first flight and then my flight was supposed to arrive at 9:22, but instead we arrived at 8:44. So there was no gate available. So we're like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I'm like, okay, I had my connecting flight was at 9:50. So it was kind of a tight turnaround. So I'm waiting. 9:22 comes. We still don't have a gate. Finally, over an hour later, 9:50, we get a gate. So I got off. I literally ran. My next gate was so far away. Takeoff was at 10:01. I got there at 10 and they were like, oh well. And the plane had already left. And it was the last plane of the night. So I was like, well, I'm not waiting around. So I rented a car and I drove about 3.5 hours. And it was an absolute nightmare drive. I am glad to be alive because there was no lights like the whole time. It was pitch black and patches of fog. It was the scariest drive of my life. I legit was scared I was gonna die. It was awful. Thanks everybody for welcoming me back. I'm glad I made it back. That was such a nightmare. But then my return flight was just fine. So that was good. And so, yes, I'm very glad. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Blue Tut, it was so scary because it was night and there were no street lights. It was just like pitch black the whole time. And then patches of fog. It like literally felt like a nightmare. Like it seemed like the kind of thing you would have a nightmare about. It was so scary. Ugh. Out of context, it's so scary to drive in the total darkness like that. Yeah, that's what it was like out of context. I was just like driving. It's just fields. Sometimes, every once in a while, there's some businesses, and I was like, oh, thank goodness, lights from the businesses. It was so scary. And then the random patches of fog. And at one point, I panicked because I thought the road was curving and I couldn't see it. So I kind of freaked out, and I'm really lucky no one was behind me. And then I made it around 4 a.m. Oh, thank you, 1F. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was so scary. And then I made it at like 4 a.m. And I went to bed. And I was so tired. I was so scared. But I was so relieved to make it. That bed, when I made it, that felt like the softest, most comfortable bed in the entire world that I've ever been in. I was so happy. And the cats greeted me. The cats were like, hey, you're here. I love the cats. My sister's cats are so cute. They're my buddies. They're my other niece and nephew. So I was super happy.
Vroom vroom.
Listen up, the doctor's in, but the plan is for them. 'Cause the beats are set in your head, that's time.